Hello and welcome back to yet another ASUS ZenBook review. Today's ZenBook is a little bit special. This one is the ZenBook Flip S OLED. And why is it called the Flip S? It's because you can flip its S all the way around like this. So you can use this thing in 3 different positions. Number 1 is laptop. Number 2 is tent mode. So this is good when you're watching videos. And finally, if you fold it all the way down, you can use it as a tablet. And they have included the ASUS pen. So this is great. Ding. First of all, this is an Intel Evo certified laptop, which means that it meets a certain amount of requirements that have been set by Intel. So what you can expect is an 11th gen Intel processor with Iris Xe graphics, less than 1 second sleep to wake time, more than 9 hours of full HD battery life, as well as Thunderbolt 4 and Wi-Fi 6 connectivity. Okay, now let's talk about the exterior. This is a jade black finish and it has a copper red logo as well as accents on the edge. And if you look closely, you can see that it has the ZenBook family's signature concentric circle design. As for size, this is only 1.39 cm thick and it only weighs 1.2 kg. So this is super lightweight and ultra portable, and I can even fit it into my handbag. Ta-da! Okay, it's a bit long, but you get the idea. As for the hinge, it feels quite solid. It's a nice balance between smooth operation and resistance so that you can place it in whatever position you want and it will stay that way. If you're worried about durability, ASUS has rated this for 20,000 open and close cycles. The ergo lift hinge is back, but as you can see, it's pretty narrow this time, so you only get slightly better ergonomics and a little bit of better ventilation. As for the power button, it's located not on the keyboard deck but on the side where the stick card reader used to be. Personally, I feel it's a little bit small and mushy, so you can't really feel it and sometimes you're not even sure whether you've pressed it or not. One of the key selling points of this laptop is its 4K OLED display. So it also has a 100% DCI-P3 color gamut or 1:1 contrast ratio, as well as VESA Display HDI True Black certification. And some people may ask, why do I want a 4K resolution on a 13.3-inch display? And the answer is, because I can. And because this is an OLED panel, it turns off pixels to achieve the true black, so you also save battery in the long run. And that's why this thing ships with dark mode out of the box. And the screen is also a touchscreen. So you can use the pen, and this thing doesn't come with a dedicated hole to poke into, so what you have to do is just stick it magnetically to the top of the screen. You can put it inside or you can put it outside. It's not very secure, so if you're going to travel a lot, you better put this into your bag. As for audio, this thing sounds surprisingly good for a laptop. I mean, sure, it's a little bit soft, but then it's actually pretty rich and has some bass as well. Unfortunately, this thing has no headphone jack again. Well, some of you may say, nowadays we all use true wireless earbuds ma. I mean, that is fine for music, but then if you want to watch movies, there's always that slight latency, which means that the mouth of the actor on the screen and the things that you hear are not synced. And yeah, ASUS does provide a dongle in the box. But then, if you forget to bring this out or if you lose it, then you're shit out of luck. And also don't forget, this will take out one precious USB-C slot and you only have 2. On the top, you'll find an IR camera that supports facial recognition so you can get that sub 1 second login time. As for its use as a webcam, it's pretty meh. It's only 720p, but it should serve you well for all those online conference calls that you undoubtedly have to go through these days. As for the keyboard, it's mostly the same as the previous ZenBooks, but it's slightly less tactile, but then it's still pretty good to type on. The keyboard is backlit with a white light, and there's no number pad, definitely not at this size, but then you get the ASUS Numpad 2.0. So if you can see, it's located on the touchpad, and on the top right, if you press the icon, it's to turn it on and off. On the top left, you can adjust the brightness, and if you swipe the top left button, you can open the calculator app. The glass touchpad surface is super nice to swipe on, and it can accurately differentiate between tapping and swiping, so you can still browse with the ASUS Numpad activated. As for ports, if you can ignore the missing headphone jack, the others are actually pretty good. On the left, you get a full-size HDMI port as well as 2 USB-C ports with Thunderbolt 4 support, whilst on the right, you just get one USB-A port. If you're used to previous ZenBooks, the power button on the Flip S has replaced the SD card reader. But if you don't really use it much, you're not really missing out. As for specs, this is equipped with an Intel i7-1167G7 processor with Iris Xe graphics, 16GB of LPDDR4X RAM at 4266 MHz, and a generous 1TB of high-speed SSD storage. It has great SSD speeds, which means it boots up super quickly and programs load fast as well. Either way, performance is really smooth and snappy, and the Iris Xe graphics can actually tahan Genshin Impact on low settings. In my experience, battery life lasted about 8 to 9 hours on 4K resolution, and it will definitely last longer on Full HD, which means you get to spend a good amount of time away from the wall. And now, before we end this review, the most important part. Buy or no buy? On one hand, it has a beautiful 4K OLED screen, and you know what they say, once you go through black, you never go back. Secondly, it's also versatile, so you kind of get a laptop and a tablet in one. Thirdly, you get a bundled ASUS pen, which is great for productivity. And finally, this thing is lightweight and super portable, so you can bring it wherever you want to go. On the other hand, it does not have a headphone jack, so you have to bring your own earbuds out, or you have to use the dongle that ASUS has included in the package. But then, I think overall this is a great laptop, especially for creators with the 4K OLED display as well as the included ASUS pen. It's priced at 6,799 ringgit, which is still cheaper than a convertible car, and you kind of get two products in one, a tablet and a laptop. If you want to find out more, please head on over to the link in the description. This is Stephanie from Salty News Network, and I'm signing off.